Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 5 from exercise 4.1, and this question belongs from 11th class maths. Here we have to prove the following by using the principle of mathematical induction for all n belongs to capital N. Here capital N is the set of natural number. So this mathematical statement, that is if you multiply 1 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 3 square plus 3 multiplied by 3 cube, and it is extended up to n multiplied by 3 to the power n. So if this series we are going to add, then the complete answer is going to be 2n minus 1 multiplied by 3 raised to the power n plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4. So according to this mathematical statement, when we add this series, the complete answer is going to be this one. So we have to prove it for all values of n. For all values of n means if we will put here 1, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3, like this if we will put, then for all values of n this statement is going to be true. This we have to prove. So here what is n? Capital N is the set of natural numbers. Set of natural numbers means only positive values of n you have to take, that is plus 1 onwards, plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 like this. So and this relationship we have to prove with the help of principle of mathematical induction. So principle of mathematical induction, there are actually 3 steps by which we can prove the principle of mathematical induction. The 3 steps I am writing here roughly. The first is we are going to assume the given statement as Pn. Whatever the statement, we are going to assume it as Pn, and in step 1 we are going to prove that for n equal to 1, n equal to means for first term, that is for n equal to 1, the Pn statement is true. So this is our step 1, and in step 2 we are going to assume let means assumption, that for n equal to k, Pk is true. This is our assumption. And third statement is when Pk is true, in that situation only Pk plus 1 is also true. So this we have to prove in the third step. So if you are able to prove these 3 steps conditions, then we can say that this given statement is true for all natural numbers. So by keeping these 3 steps in our mind, we are going to start this question. So what is the first step? We have to assume this mathematical statement as Pn. So students, this chapter is theoretical. Some steps are there. According to that only you have to proceed it. So these are the short tips for writing the steps. So first step is you have to assume the given statement as Pn. So we will write here, let statement Pn is defined as. So we have to assume this Pn. So Pn statement we have to define now. So it is the definition of Pn statement. So we have to write it as like this, Pn, that is mathematical statement short form, and this we have to write here. So Pn statement is defined as 1 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 3 square plus 3 multiplied by 3 cube, and extended up to n multiplied by 3 raised to the power n is equal to 2n minus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power n plus 1 plus 3 and whole divided by 4. So this is our mathematical statement we define. Now step 1, for n equal to 1 we have to prove it's true. So we write here condition first. So these are the 3 conditions of principle of mathematical induction. So one by one all the conditions we have to prove. So I will write here topic we have to give condition first. So in condition first, on substituting n equal to 1 in first we have to put in left hand side and then in right hand side. So I'll write here left hand side, because in left hand side I have to put. So on substituting n equal to 1 in left hand side of statement Pn. So left hand side of statement, because n equal to 1, so here also 1 will come, so just write here 1. So left hand side of statement P1 is equal to P1 means students only the first term. So P1 means only the first term. So we have to write here 1 multiplied by 3. So that is equal to 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 only. So P1 means only the first term. If n equal to 2, then you have to take the first two terms, and if n equal to 3, then you have to take the 3 terms, and if n equal to n, then you have to take all the terms. So here if Pn 1 is there, means you have to take only from starting the first term. So that gave us 3. Now in right hand side, wherever n is there, we are going to write down 1 similarly. So similarly we have to substitute the value. So we'll write here similarly from right hand side of Pn we get. So what we have to do in right hand side, instead of n we have to replace it by 1. So we'll write here right hand side of, so instead of n we have to write here 1. So wherever n is there, we have to write here 1. So whole divided by 4, and here 2n. 2n means 2 multiplied by 1 minus 1, then multiplied by 3. N plus 1 means 1 plus 1, because instead of n we have to write down 1, then plus 3. Now this side we have to solve. So whole divided by 4, 2 1 ja 2, then 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 multiplied by, so 1 multiplied by 3, and this 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 3. Now we will solve this further. So when we will solve it, we will get 4, 3 square is 9, 9 multiplied by 1 is 9 only, then plus 3, 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 upon 4 is 3. So you can check that in the left hand side of P1 is also 3 we obtained, and right hand side also we obtained 3. So what we found is, for n equal to 1, Pn statement is true. So that we have to write down now. So here we will write down which implies left hand side of P1 is equal to right hand side of P1. So we will write down first for n equal to 1, Pn statement is true. So first condition is satisfied. Now we move to the condition second. Condition second, student, just once see what I wrote in the rough column. What is condition second? Condition second is, for n equal to k, pk is true. This is our let means assumption. So we have to assume. We have to assume that for n equal to k, pk statement is true. You not have to prove this. You have to only assume. So we'll write down like this. Let us assume for n equal to k, pk statement is true. What is k here? It's necessary to define, where k is some positive integer. So now first we'll write down what is Pn. Then instead of n, we'll replace n by k. So Pn statement is, you can check your question. Question only you have to write here. 1 multiplied by 3, then 2 multiplied by 3 square plus 3 multiplied by 3 cube, and it is extended up to n multiplied by 3 to the power n is equal to 2n minus 1, 3 to the power n plus 1, then plus 3 whole divided by 4. So this is our right hand side and this is our left hand side of Pn statement. So instead of n, what we have to take now? K. So wherever n is there, everywhere replace it by k. Then it will converge to the Pk statement. And we do not have to prove it because it is our assumption. So Pk statement is 1.3 plus 2.3 square plus 3.3 cube. In the same way, it is extended up to, so instead of n, what we have to do now? K. So k dot 3k is equal to whole divided by 4. So 2k minus 1, then 3 to the power, sorry, 3 to the power k plus 1, then plus 3. So I'll write it properly, if not, plus 3. So it is our equation 1, and this is our equation 1. Now with the help of Pk statement, we are going to find out now Pk plus 1. So this condition second is completed. Now we'll move to condition third. So first I am writing here condition third. So first we'll see what we have to do in condition third. I already wrote in the rough. So what is condition third? When Pk is true, in that situation we have to bring Pk plus 1 is also true. So this is our condition third, student. So with the help of Pk statement, we have to bring this. So I hope it's clear to you. What's that? With the help of Pk, we have to bring Pk plus 1 is true. So we'll start condition third now. So with the help of Pk statement, we have to bring Pk plus 1. So that we'll write down first, that what we have to do. So we'll write here. Now we have to prove Pk plus 1 is true whenever Pk is true. So this is our, we have to prove this. So with the help of Pk, we have to bring Pk plus 1. So we'll write down first from equation 1. So we'll write here from equation 1. From equation 1, we have delay wherever we are, that is from equation 1 we have. So first we'll write down the equation 1 here, that is 1.1 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 3 square plus 3 multiplied by 3 to the power cube plus it is extended up to k multiplied by 3k and equal to 4, 2k minus 1, then 3 raised to the power k plus 1 and plus 3. So here students, this statement is for k. So just see here, when k is here, the last term is k and multiplied by 3 to the power k. So if we want k plus 1, then what is going to be the last term? Here we need k plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power also k plus 1. Again I am repeating. when we have here k, that time in the left hand side the last term is k multiplied by 3 to the power k. So if we have pk plus 1, in that situation what is going to be the last term? It is going to be k plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power k plus 1. So this term we need here. So we have to conclude like this, that what is the last term, from that we have to generalize for k plus 1. So now what we have to do is, we have to add in the left hand side also and in the right hand side of equation first the term which we had generalized and concluded, that is k plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power k plus 1. So we will write here, on adding k plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power k plus 1 in above equation. So when we add it, we are going to get, so first let me erase it, because this are only I to explain you I wrote here. So I hope it's clear that how we obtain this, that what we are going to add. So now we are going to add in this. So first I am writing this equation as it is, that is 1 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 3 square plus 3 multiplied by 3 cube plus extended up to k multiplied by 3k. Now this term we have to add in both the sides. So here also it will come and in the right side also it will come. So plus k plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power k plus 1 is equal to, I think I will not able to adjust here. So I am going to write it down. The right hand side I am writing a little bit down. So it is going to be 2k minus 1 multiplied by 3k plus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. Now since we added this term in the left hand side, so this term we have to add in the right hand side also. So plus what term? K plus 1 multiplied by, so just write here, k plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power k plus 1. So I hope this step is clear. Nothing is there, students. In equation 1 we added this term in left hand side also and in the right hand side also, so that this equation converts to pk plus 1. So it's going to be, now we can write this statement as pk plus 1 statement. So pk plus 1 statement is 1 dot 3 plus 2 dot 3 square plus 3 dot 3 cube plus it's extended up to, now this term we can avoid, student, directly we can move to the last term. So this term just neglect, it's going to be k plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power k plus 1 now equal to. So I hope it's clear to you that we started from the pk statement, but by adding this the statement converted to pk plus 1. Now the right hand side we are going to prove, students. So here in the right hand side we have to add these both. So directly we can't add, so we have to take the LCM. So LCM of these two terms is 4, and then after LCM it will appear like this. We will take the LCM 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1 and 1 multiplied by this term is same. So we will get here 2k minus 1 multiplied by 3 raised to the power k plus 1 and this plus 3 as it is, and then plus this plus symbol, this middle plus symbol as it is, then 4 divided by 1 is 4 and then 4 multiplied by this. So here by after taking LCM, I hope this process is already very clear to you. So 4 multiplied by 3 to the power k plus 1 multiplied by 3 and power is k plus 1. Now here, so this we achieved by taking the LCM. Now in these both you can check this 3k plus 1 is common, students. So we will take from these two k plus 1 common. So by doing this we have to achieve, so when we take common, first let me write down the denominator 4. So I am going to take 3k plus 1 common from the first term and from the last term. So here what is going to remain? 2k minus 1, and from here we are going to get 4k plus 1. So I am to open the bracket here to reduce the steps. So it will open, so it is going to be 4k plus 4. So I hope it's clear to you, and this plus 3 without any change as it is at back. Now this you just solve. So this divided by 4 first write as it is, and 3 power k plus 1 as it is. 2k and 4k is going to be, students, 6k. Then 4 plus 4 and minus 1 is going to be plus 3. Then plus 3 as it is. Now from this you can take 3 common. So it will give you this step. This whole divided by 4, and 3 will come outside. So this 3 k plus 1 as it is and multiplied by 3, and when you will take 3 common, you are remained here with 2k plus 1, because you took 3 common. So 3 2 is 6 and 3 1 is 3, and this 3 as it is. Now here also power 1. So you can see if your base is same, you can add the powers. So I am going to add the power in next bracket. And before that, I just want to explain you something, that the right hand side of pk plus 1, in what format we should adjust. That is very important. For that, first we have to compare. First we have to write down what is our pn's right hand side. So pn's right hand side is I'll write it proper, then you will get confused what ma'am wrote. Right hand side of PN statement, I am writing this from the question, and from the question the right hand side is of format 2n minus 1 and then multiplied by 3 to the power n plus 1 plus 3 and whole divided by 4. So if this is the right hand side of Pn, then what is going to be the right hand side of P k plus 1? You easily can guess. What we have to do is, it's k plus 1. Wherever n is there, we have to replace that n by k plus 1. So I am going to replace this small bracket with the help of curly bracket, because student, instead of n I have to substitute k plus 1. So small bracket I am to use inside k plus 1. Is it clear what I had done? Instead of n I wrote k plus 1, and then this minus 1 as it is, then curly bracket, then 3 to the power n plus 1 is what? K plus 1, then plus 1 extra, and then plus 3. So our right hand side should come of this format. So what you have here, with the bracket you have 3 to the power k plus 1 plus 1. So if you will add it, you can put here bracket, and since base is same, so powers you can add, so you will get easily plus 1. So this term there is no problem. But in the bracket what you want? You want here 2k plus 1. So when you will open it, so roughly just open it, when you will open here, what you will get here? 2k plus 2 and then this minus 1. So means this plus 2 we have here. We want plus 2. So if you want plus 2 extra, then you have to do the minus 2 also here. So conclusion is, in this bracket, once I am going to add plus 2 and second time I am going to subtract plus 2, so that I can achieve my answer. So like this you have to proceed, students. I am not going to erase this, because with the help of this I am going to do here. So I am writing this first denominator as it is. Now here I am going to add the powers. So first because I want this format, so this bracket I am shifting in front, and I am going to use the curly bracket. Now in the bracket, what I said as I concluded here, that we have to do plus 2 and minus 2. So just do plus 2 and minus 2, so that the meaning is not changed. So students, if you will solve this, what is your answer? 2k plus 1, and here also 2k plus 1, means the bracket we have not changed. We only introduced plus 2 and minus 2, so that our this bracket should come of this format. And here when you will add them, when you will add the powers, it is going to be 3 to the power, because base is same, so you can add the power. So it is going to be k plus 1 and plus 1 and this plus 3 in the back as it is. Now here students, from these two terms take 2 common, and minus 2 plus 1 is going to be minus 1. So equal to, then whole divided by 4 and curly bracket. From here I am taking 2 common, so I am remain with here k plus 1 and minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, then curly bracket close and 3 to the power k plus 1 plus 1 and plus 3. So just see students, whatever format we want according to our question we had achieved here. So conclusion is, for p k plus 1 the given statement is true. So whatever extra thing we had done here to explain you, I am going to erase first that. So here we have student, just see what we have here, pk plus 1 statement. So this statement will continue here, and the pk plus 1 statement right hand side is this. So that only we want. So we'll write down now our last conclusion. Thus p k plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Hence, since 3 conditions successfully we had proved, so now we'll conclude. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, Pn is true for all natural numbers. So it's true. So finally, hence true. So this question is completed, student, and I hope this question is clear to you. Actually, there are 3 conditions. The first condition is that given statement is true for p n equal to 1, you have to prove it. The second condition is assumption. You have to assume the given statement is true for n equal to k, and then with the help of p k statement you have to bring p k plus 1, and in that the right hand side how to adjust, there is a trick which I already wrote and explained to you, that right hand side how you can arrange. So I hope this question is clear to you, but further if you have any doubt you can write in comment so that I can clear up your doubts. Thank you.